Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Today, being a Sunday, I'm going to hold a little meds with you. This is just a meds I'm holding with you guys. But believe me, this is one of the deepest and most profound videos you have ever watched in your life, if you were to watch it to the end. If you do, you will never look at me the same ever again. You will never look at yourself the same way again. Never. And you will never look at the world around you and your own existence in the same way ever again. That is how profound and deep this video is. This video is made to prove that black people don't like the truth. We don't like truth. We hate people who bring the truth to us. We will shun them, despise them, be upset with them, and we will deliberately make a conscious choice to hold on to lies. So for all you who have the stomach this Sunday evening for truth, this is where you will stay. Furthermore, let me state this. I don't expect this video to go viral. I don't expect it to even get a lot of views. Reason being, most people don't like to think, and anything that's going to get them to think, they're going to run from it. So I can say that out of the nearly 19,000 subscribers that I have, only about 100 is going to watch this video to the end, because most people cannot deal with the truth and they're going to skip off and step off and continue in their own self-deception throughout the rest of their lives. But for you who stays, I say welcome to the new stage of power that you have now bestowed upon yourself, because I can't bestow this power upon you. I can only lead you to it, but you will have to take it yourself. And for those of you who may reject what I'm about to say, I want you to go in the comment section and I want you to write exactly what is wrong with what I'm about to say. So let me start by saying, again, we do not like the truth. And the reason why black people are suffering so much in the Caribbean and in Africa, and we are the race that is on the lowest rung of the social ladder, why we suffer so much is because we hate the truth. But I'm going to say something now which is more general for all human beings. Now, if you were to visit a magic show to go watch David Copperfield or some other magician perform, don't you go there to see magic? And you hope that every trick that the magician shows you works out. Because that is what you go there to see. You go there for the magician to trick you and make you think that he disappear from here and appear over there. But we know that these are just elaborate tricks. We go there to be astonished. We go there to be astounded. And we go there to be entertained. In other words, the magician, we go there for the magician lie to us. And if he doesn't lie to us, then the trick won't work and we won't get our money's worth. Make sense? So, this is something you can relate to when I say sometimes we love when people lie to us because we go to be lied to. Another example, some of us, when we visit the Obeahman, the only reason why we visit the Obeahman is because we actually think from before we go that something is wrong with us or something is wrong with our lives, and that whatever is wrong with our lives is supernatural, and this is the type of person who can fix it. Therefore, when you go to the Obeahman, you expect him to tell you, say, your neighbor not like you, and your co-worker them not like you, and they must stop you from get promotion and blah 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 blah. And you're gonna believe it. Why you believe it? That's what you went there for. You love when the other man lied to you. And you do your best to convince yourself that he is speaking the truth. So it is when you go to church. No matter what your pastor say, you do not question anything because your pastor cannot lie and you do not think of questioning your pastor. And the same thing applies for those of you who are in politics. You ever go a political meeting and hear your politician, your prime minister, or the leader of opposition, or whoever it is, anybody who stands on that podium and speaks, you are going to hold on to every single word. Why? Because you already trust your politicians, and as far as you're concerned, whatever he says is gospel. Because after all, the politicians that you love can't lie. All of the liar them there over the other side. Your politician don't thief. All of the thief them there on the other side. See, you're lying to yourself. One of the greatest lies that we tell ourselves, are women. And this is a lie that destroys families. And it destroys some of our young and adolescent girls. A mother will be with a man. And this man is abusing her daughter, her young daughter, maybe pre-pubescent or young teen. The mother loved the man and planned to marry the man. She decided that she's not going to leave the man. Now, when that child comes to her and report to her that the man that she's with, which is the young lady's stepfather, says that that man is abusing her or using her in any sexual way, what does the mother do? She has a choice. She has to make a choice. She can either believe her daughter and put out the man that she loves, or she can side with the man and put her daughter out. A level-headed mother is going to investigate as much as she can to find out where the truth lies. But as we know, most women, and a lot of us women have been through it, where the woman, the first thing she do is side with her man. Beat the daughter, cuss her out, disgrace her in the community and put her out, say the daughter a try to mash up she and her man life. And put her out. It has happened in Jamaica. And nearly every single person among us in this country knows of at least one case. Because it's not rare. Why is it? It's because the mother has made a choice. And my choice, I am going to believe the man, because if I believe whoever I believe, I will have to act based on that belief. She don't care about truth, so she's not going to investigate. She already know the lie she wants to uphold, because that is the lie which makes her life works the way she wants her life to work. So what did this mother do? Lie to herself. And she feel that the more she abuse and disgrace and discredit the young girl, her daughter, is the more she can hide from the truth. Now, I'm going to give you a final example here, because I want to make what I'm saying as profound and deep as possible. Because as I said, I'm trying to get people to think. And believe me, the greatest thing a person can bestow on you is your own power. The power to think. Anybody who tell you stop thinking, that is a person who wants to control you. Anyway, as I said, and this is from personal experience, when I was a young man in my 20s, right? And I was like, I run pum hard. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know of cases that them days, I have my own flat, well nice, well furnished, looking great and everything, all carpet pan floor, you know. So you know, hot boy. Don't want a steady relationship. I have met girls, right, that me look upon her plain and tell her, say, you see me a dog, you know. And no, I look at the young lady and I tell her, me a dog, me a dog. And what did the young lady do? She laugh and she smile about it and she still come at me yard and she still give me the poems. Even though me tell her, say me a dog. No. Some days or weeks later, she turn up at my house unannounced and find me in bed with somebody else or find me with another woman entertaining, and she have put on cow balling. She never knows that some mistake. She never knows some would do that to her. Hey, baby, whenever they don't tell us I'm a dog. Women lie to themselves. They know the truth, but they will force themselves to think whatever they like. So even though me tell her say me a dog, once me tell her say but mother still there with you, still and have you for number one, that is the part she want to hear and that is the part we register. But the first part was the truth. The second part was just pum pum talk. And that's the one she want to hear and that's the one she goes for. Why?
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
As human beings, we love the lie. We love the lie. But let's deal with truth for a moment. What is truth? I will give a one-word answer. Mathematics is truth. Yeah, simple as that. Mathematics is the ultimate form of reason. Any truth, any fact, any evidence can be reached through mathematical calculations. As someone once said, mathematics is the art and science of complete reason. Now, some of you may wonder where I'm going with this, but just bear with me. What I'm doing is give little things that will lay the foundation for the message that I want to pass on at the end. Mathematicians are the greatest thinkers on the planet. A mathematician can work in any career on the face of this earth. Why? Because they are logical, they are rational, and they use reason. No faith whatsoever. No self-deception whatsoever. Mathematics done correctly, if all your figures are right, your maths is gonna be completely right. Mathematics is so perfect to the point where if there's another civilization anywhere in the universe who is going to travel to this earth, they would have had to discover and utilize the same type of mathematics that we use on earth to get to us. In other words, mathematics is universal truth. Why do you think that when the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, was formed in the United States, 3/4 of the people who worked on the space program were mathematicians? The person who invented the Enigma code breaker in World War II that they used to break the German and Japanese codes, they were mathematicians. Why? Because maths is reality. Problem can only be solved, any problem on earth can be solved through mathematics. Or at least be solved with that same type of mindset, that rationality of mathematics. I'll give you an example. Mathematics is such a profound type of reasoning, a profound type of science that, back in the 1920s, men drew the atom. Men discovered the atom. They couldn't see it, but they discovered it because they realized what the atom could do. And they drew the atom. What did they use? They used mathematics or the mathematical reasoning to show what the atom looked like, and they did a sketch of the atom. So all throughout the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, man never saw the atom, but they apply all of those sketches and the concept of what the atom looked like, and they applied it to everything that they use, and it worked. Even at the time when the atomic bomb was made and dropped on Hiroshima in 1945, man still never actually saw an atom. I think the atom was not seen actually until 1960s, sometime in the 60s, about 63, 64, when the electron microscope was invented. And when they looked and saw the atom, guess what? The atom was identical to what they had drawn. So even before man could see the atom, they could draw it because they looked at all its properties, what it could do, how it worked and everything, and applied it to their daily life, applied it to bombs, applied it to everything. And it worked, and they knew what it looked like before they could even see it. Why? They used reason. They used rationality. Nowhere in that did they use faith. Just facts. Because facts is mathematics. Mathematics is universal truth. Simply put, it was not faith which let them know what the atom looked like. It was facts. Another point. When the Apollo 13, some of us may remember Apollo 13 about 1969-70. They had an explosion on Apollo 13, and the ship, they couldn't get the spacecraft to turn around and come back to Earth because they lost a lot of power. They lost the navigation system. They lost nearly everything. They were losing oxygen and so on and so forth. And they had a time limit to get the astronauts back to the planet. Now, the people at NASA, they never got down on their knees and prayed. All the mathematicians got together. They calculated the speed of every planet, the speed of the aircraft, the amount of air they have on board, the amount of power, electricity that was left in the system, all the systems, diagnostics that could have been turned off, what was necessary to keep on, and what velocity the spaceship would need to get back. I mean, they calculated about 1 trillion different calculations, and it had to be perfect. And they managed to get these people back to Earth because they didn't once leave out one single factor that was necessary to make that spaceship come back safely with the crew alive. Once you go maths or think reality, just like a maths professor, you can't go wrong with the truth. That is truth. No mathematician or scientist will ever engage in self-deception because they know what reality is. Why did they rely on facts? Because they knew that faith couldn't get them anywhere. Because faith only becomes necessary in the absence of evidence. And what mathematics is about facts, and facts is about evidence, and evidence is about truth. People who care about truth also care about facts. People who care about facts care about reality. People who care about reality do not take anything on faith. At this point, I'm going to show you guys a video. This is a depiction of World War II, a death camp in World War II where some Nazis were trying to kill a Jew. They were trying to execute him with a bullet in the head. Take a look. You know, when some Christians watched this video, they went all in a frenzy. Oh my God, God is good. God is so good. The power of God is real. They completely forgot that this is just a depiction of something, not a real incident. But this get them to be even go deeper into their faith as to what God can do. But they deliberately forget to remember that this was one Jew, even if it was true. They forget to remember that 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust. So 6 million bullets 6 million guns did not backfire or did not fail to go off. But one gun failed to go off and you say, oh my God, it's so good. But you forgot the 6 million where the gun never go off. Really? That is self-deception. As a matter of fact, it's not 6 million times the gun never go off, you know. Because remember, some of these Jews were machine gunned. So some of these Jews got 10, 12, 15, 20 bullets. So it's about 1 trillion times that the machine guns and the Lugers and the Walter PPK went off quite nicely. But you find one where it never go off and whoa, God is good. Self-deception. Self-deception. We don't even need nobody to fool us. We can do that all on our own. Just like I remember in the 1970s, there was a plane that crashed in the Amazon jungle. And 200 and odd people were on board. This is a real thing. And one teenage girl was saved. One teenage girl. And everybody said God good for make this girl saved. And then I remember I said that nearly 300 people did dead in the crash. Why? We love to deceive ourselves. As I'd said before, and as I'd said earlier in the video, that the two greatest methods of control, of mind control, are politics and religion. Because we already go into politics and religion believing everything they say before they even open their mouth. So we do not question anything. Why we do not question things? Because we do not want to wake up. Let me tell you something. If you do not ask questions, then you do not care about truth. That's why you don't question a pastor. That's why you don't question a politician. And the more things seem unreal, is the less proof you seek. And the less proof you seek is the more faith you are going to need. And faith, as I said, is just personal opinion and self-deception. Guys, there is so much more I want to say, but I'm going to leave you with one of the most profound piece of information that you have never had. And this is more for you people who are God-fearing. You all claim to know the Bible, and you all claim to know the Bible. Alright, I'm going to ask you guys one question before I go. And it's this. How many people did God kill? According to the Bible, just by tallying the amount of people in the Bible that God either smoted, struck dead, sending his lightning and thunder, and the people that he sent his plagues, constant plagues, and those that he sent in his bloodthirsty marauding thugs to kill. About how many people? Answer that question. None of you can answer it because I've been asking this question since the 1970s as a teenager and nobody could answer me. Well, today I'm going to tell you how many people God killed. And this is according to the Bible. This is not something that I made up or that the Bible scholars made up. This is something that the Bible says. I don't have an exact figure, but it is between 47 and 53 million people. That is the amount of cities where God plague and sending toad and river of blood and sending all kind of brimstone and fire and all kind of something. And that is said people go surround and shout and make the wall fell down and say go in, go kill and kill and kill and never leave suckling pan breath. Let me tell you how much. Between 47 and 53 million people. Yes, this is something that is in the Bible. And the estimate was arrived at by simply tallying how many people would live in any individual city around that time, and then you list how many cities in all according to the Bible. And they came up with that figure. But guess what was more important about that figure? That 47 to 53 million people did not include the countless millions that God drowned in the flood. I know some of you are shivering now because this sounds strange to you. Why me never know say God killed so much people, even though it's in my Bible? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. That's going to F up your story and the thing about this nice loving God. Remember, just like the lady who will beat her picnic, somehow not gonna beat me now in our own mind and shun me and lose respect for me and all that because you can't handle the truth. But if you can stay here for this long, I have something else to ask you. How many people did Satan kill? The Bible tells you how many people Satan killed. And I can give you the exact figure that the Bible gave. And most of you never even stop to think about this. You know how many people Satan killed according to the Bible? 10. A whopping 10. Only 10 somebody Satan killed. And this is according to the Bible. So don't tell me say, me make this up. It's in your Bible. Go read it. But here's the thing. Who were those 10 people? Those were the 7 sons and 3 daughters of Job. And why did, according to the Bible, I'm just going by the Bible now. I'm not making my own shite up. Somebody else made up that shite, not me. I'm just reading what's in there. Satan did not get up and kill them on his own. It was God who tell him to kill them. So the wicked Satan killed 10 people. And him kill them in cahoots with God. That means that if God never inveigled Satan to kill those 10, Satan wouldn't even kill one single soul. According to the Bible, no, don't. And if you say me wrong, then you are disown your own Bible. And I know that the people listening to me are so good at self-deception that I'm quite sure they would want to say, no, the Bible wrong. They will disown them own Bible if you're going to F up them story. Where them having a for them head. But go ahead, you're only deceiving yourself. So, hold on. Which is the real evil? According to the Bible, if my statistics of these quote-unquote facts of what is in the Bible, if that is there, then who really is the bad guy? And tell me why. Work that out for me. I can figure out for myself who the bad guy is, but tell me and give me the factors that make one bad and the other good. Finally, I'll ask, have you guys ever noticed that Africa is the most depressing, depraved, crime-ridden, disease-ridden, poverty-stricken continent on earth? Why is that? Did you also know that Africa is the one continent where Christianity thrives? Think about it. Those are 2 facts. Have you ever noticed also that Chinese people don't have a God? Have you noticed that the Japanese people and the Korean people do not have gods? Although the Norwegians and the Swedish and the Polish and the people, the Danes, that's from Denmark, and the people from Holland, and guess what happened to all of those countries? Those countries without gods have higher moral standards, they have happier people, they have people who are prosperous. Why it's only the continent in Africa, the people that have God, that is the most depraved in the world? Make that make sense? Now, I don't want to take this video for more than half an hour. So, guys, what I'll say now is like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to see you in my next video, and I'll continue on this topic soon. I welcome your comments.